So I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
I'm Jeffrey. We played a little bit of 2, but we played a poop load of Black Ops. That was our.
Black Ops.
We played a shit. No, this
And
is
Modern
you
Warfare.
played the second
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Oh,
with us.
second Black Ops?
Yeah, Jeff and I played the first one into the fucking ground.
We did. He
Yeah.
played Modern Warfare 3 with us
Modern
too,
Warfare.
That's true. You did. Yeah.
and then
What are you doing, Doug? Where are you going?
and then we played Black Ops 2 for a little bit. But I think that's where you jumped out.
Oh, I played Advanced Warfare.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we did play
I
Black
never
Ops.
played.
Oh, you know what? Okay,
Okay,
so
I played that one for like maybe a month before I was like, "Fuck this," because I hated the.
the advanced movement.
Yeah, I really did. It was just kind of like let's make this game. It made this game dumb. So
Well, I mean, you can argue it's like, all right, you could say like this is a lot of things, but not Call of Duty. You could be like,
that's exactly what it was. That's Quake. Yeah, yeah. This is now Quake. We're
That's-
rocket jumping.
that's, and I think that's a fair argument. Like I kind of got into that, and it was sort of it was a dynamic that I was like, all right, well, this is interesting to take in a different way, but I can also see people like you. It's like, nah, this is
Dude, I played it enough with you just to know all the levels.
Yeah.
And then after a little bit, it was like, all right, so it's whoever gets up top first with the biggest boomba. And
to a point.
I know not all of them were like that, but there were enough levels that were like that. And then, like, there was like 4 or 5 levels on it. There were nothing but like fucking shipping containers. Yes. It was an ugly game.
With small steps to encourage verticality.
Right,
Yes. Yes. So the concept. Okay, so we're flatlanders. We came from.
It's definitely flat.
We're flatland. We came from like. So there's.
The jungles of Vietnam. You know?
Well, I mean, like on firing range, there was like one thing that you could climb up, one ladder, and that was like a story and a half. That's as tall as it went.
Yes.
And you didn't want to go in there anyway because that
You're gonna
was
get shot.
yes.
Yeah.
But you could go in there and, as you did, like put the knife in your
Put the knife in it.
stab the shit on a guy. And, well, because we were carrying it.
I was carrying that fucking M60.
So you went up there, fucking like bled him out real quietly, and then jumped off, and that was. I think that was the game where you went like 60. You had like 68 kills out of 75.
Yeah, we've all had. He's had games like that too.
Yeah, you hold the all-time record. Like I was. Like I've got like a 56 or like a 60 in there, but you hold the all. There was one game where you were the Reaper, like just like anytime it's
that
like
was on fire.
You either put bullets into them or you came by and you're like, well, I'm here for your last minutes. It's cancer. You know, it's like I'm taking you.
Yeah, melanoma, buddy.
Well, because on top of that, like, so the other thing was, you just had the best round of Killamajigs going. Like you were hosing people down like nobody's business. Like you put like 35 people in the ground with that.
Well, we would do that from time to time in Black Ops with that jungle level.
After the Renaissance, yes.
Yeah, a Renaissance. Yeah, where we actually limited what weapons we could use, and we actually got better at the game.
Well, we did, because we got so mad one day, we're like, what is this zombies mode? And in zombies, if you don't headshot people,
you lose.
You lose.
You're going to die.
Yeah, after like a couple of rounds, you start out with it's either that shotgun or the M14. And
yeah, you're right.
That M14 was the thing that would basically blow up their grapefruit like with one hit.
Yeah.
And once you got to like level 12, if you weren't headshotting those guys,
you were going to die.
Yeah, you ran out of ammo like super quick. And
but you got like really good. I remember going to the box and you get like the RPK out of it. That's got that big old banana drum magazine on it.
Oh yeah.
I was just headshotting people with a fucking machine gun.
Well, okay,
because you get good at it.
It was that level, and then there was the other level that had the choice was a shotgun or the MP40, and the MP40 was a
skull cracker,
right?
Yeah.
And that was the thing, was after we got back to like headshots only for like 3 months, we went back into the world
and just fucking killed you. I mean, we were getting booed out of fucking lobbies, man.
Well, I mean, it was that, or our killer streaks were getting us booted. Like, I remember for a while that game had this. It had a napalm drop. And there was nothing that was going to get you like kicked from your game from team killing, because 3
you're right. Yeah.
even if you get 6 of them, you're going to torch like 3 of your teammates and you're gone. So it was we were constantly joking about see you in the lobby. And
Oh, the same thing with the helicopter and the fucking minigun.
well, at least you could aim that. At least
You could aim that, yeah, that's true. But I mean, sometimes you're just like, well, it's movement.
because at least the automated killamajig would not kill your team.
It would not.
Yeah.
So you don't think the other people were playing zombies and honing their skills and all this kind of stuff?
Not our problem.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, if you're dominating, aren't most people playing?
I don't know. Jeff and I just went through this thing. When we came out the back end from our little sabbatical there,
Yeah.
we were just, I mean, like a magnitude of order better than we were before. And I mean, there were very few, there was probably, maybe a year there where if he and I were playing, we'd be 1 and 2 in the lobby at the end of it every single time, constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have people quit out on us, so.
I mean, we were bitch made about a couple of things too. We're like, we don't play this map.
We don't play this fucking Cuban bullshit.
It was there was Rocky Beach was one we played,
Rocky Beach, we didn't play that.
And then
one.
Giant Snow was
Giant
the
Snow
other
Dome.
one.
Because
Yeah.
they were super big,
They were dumb.
and you rarely see anybody.
Yeah.
They were just big, and they were silly maps with like stupid choke points.
Yeah.
The Rocky one was dark, so
It was dark, and all you could do was basically like when you got out, there was 2 places where you'd get plucked off. Is either you're running through these like little cracky crevices, and you're either going to shoot somebody on sight or they will. Right? There's no like strategy on this, or you get out there on the beach, and then people are up on the little hill shooting people on the beach. I'm like, well, you can either be a person shooting people on the beach or getting shot on the beach.
that was about
Neither one of these is very fun.
No,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
no, we had our favorite. We had a couple of we liked Havana.
Well, that was great. Like, give credit to Nuketown where credit deserves. So
We played everybody loves Nuketown.
everyone
Yeah.
likes Nuketown. I think everyone likes Firing Range. Those were the 2.
Firing range,
Rat
Hat.
I like
So-
the airport one.
The airport one was in
That's
the other
my
game, but that was
favorite.
awesome.
Oh, man. We killed so many people at the Burger Hut. What
Burger Town. That
Burger
was-
Town? Thank you. Yeah.
Well, there's a mass grave at Burger Town, man. It's
Dude, there's a Holocaust. So,
it was that. There was like Giant Saw Blades was a great
that
level
was a
4.
great map.
That was like a cowboy only map. That was
Rockets.
Rockets. Well, that
Yeah.
or it was that python that would
Yeah.
that would kill someone from a mile away.
Wait, you
Right.
the deer hunter?
Well, you tore the side off that with your teeth and said like,
Oh, yeah, I don't need optics.
no, that was and the 2-shot pepper gun. It was between those 2 things, and that was a mess.
Well, those were cowboy weapons. Jeff and I had a rule where every now and then we'd call cowboys.
Cowboys
You had to
only.
play
single shots.
single
only.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to play.
It was foul or M14.
Fowler M14,
Yeah.
and then
Cowboys, and then it was
Cowboys. We used to do like run and gun, where that's where you had the Jolson.
yes, that is
Yeah.
that was a problem. That thing because it was like double tap, so it fired at higher rates.
Yeah,
Right.
but then you modded it so that
That's
what was-
correct. Well, the big problem was that was the one where you could reload by picking up people's packs.
Oh, so you never? Yeah, I remember that.
Right. So
Yeah.
you would go ahead and turn the corner, spray everywhere with super fast bullets, pick up their gear,
And-
right, and then do it again.
Well, and you do the same thing by dropping mines consistently.
That was it, because it would
everybody
give you
came with a
claymores
fucking
back.
Claymore, yeah.
Right. It would give
So
you more
walk,
claymores.
you walk like down a hallway, just and then just run, and then I'd be like, oh, I got another Claymore. That must be someone found my other one.
With that, you could do it too.
Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
too.
And so anytime that you kill somebody, you're just dropping these things and spraying that little shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was where I was at, like, I was about to get the Killamajig, and I'm like, I need ammo. And you would get ammo drops from teammates.
I do remember that.
Oh.
Every now and then, Jeff would be like, "Sorry, buddy."
I didn't have bullets. I had to put the knife
Yeah,
in, dude.
yeah.
Like, this is for the greater good, son.
Well, I mean, you just find some camping guy just sitting there,
Well, he was camping.
Yeah,
He was just on our side.
right, but he had
Right.
bullets.
Well, and so that was the thing was, so with all that crap that we did in Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3 gave us tools that made that it just like insurmountably worse.
Yeah, it was way worse.
Because that was the thing was we did all that with the threat of basically getting like put down with a bullet or two. Then this game said like, check this out. You have protective gear now.
Yeah. We're gonna give you a vest.
Like this is insane.
This is where Jeff and I immediately developed a strategy. It's like, all right, I'll carry vests, you carry vests.
Right.
When one of us runs out of vests, just drop one for me, man. I mean, our KDD went bananas because we were just. Well, no, like one of us did that because that was one of the special kits.
Well, that was the thing was that one came with the stealth bomber, right?
Right.
So, but eventually we're like, we don't need the vest.
We don't need the vest.
So we both went to the assault thing, and there was this point where I was on it, and you're like, I recognize like you really like this missile reaper, don't you? And he's like, I love it.
Oh man, I love that thing more than life itself.
That's for you only. Okay, that I will never take because you could only have one up at the time. So I'm like, this is always yours because that was you put the English on it. And you're like, this is my favorite thing in the world.
Dude, I could see it underneath the fucking bridge. It was great.
And that was the thing was compared to Black Ops, this was easy. Easy.
Yeah.
And we just like so in Black Ops, we had to immediately fix our KD, right? We had a rough go of things at the beginning, right? So we're somewhere around 1. So after like the Renaissance, we actually like fixed it. But when we got into Call of Duty 3, we started at like 3-1, and it only got like worse.
Yeah. See, but that was the problem because Jeff and I probably had about 10,000 kills apiece before we started the Renaissance.
Yeah.
And so we come back from our dear Toten, whatever, vacation. And now our fucking KDD per game is amazing. But we're working against 10,000.
Correct.
Right. And so we jump into Modern Warfare 3 and we're instantaneously lethal. So and they gave us because we used to roll with the robot too.
I'd take that because you had the airborne.
You always had the dogs though.
That was Black Ops 3.
Okay,
that was you could call that in the first one.
You're right.
But why take that when you could get the attack helicopter? Because the attack helicopter was really ridiculous.
Yeah,
so
it was really good.
Black Ops 2 lets you do 2 things that were always a fight. Calling in the hounds was amazing. I loved that. And it also had the drone swarm, which
was so much fun.
Which was it just filled the sky with drones, and they would all just like drop on people.
I don't remember that one.
He played that one. That's Black Ops 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
People are good at that.
This one with the fucking paper airplane.
Oh, gotcha.
So the swarm is just tons and tons of them. Like a lot of people would quit when that happened. They're like, this is bullshit. Because
that one was not easy to get, if I recall.
No, it was up there.
It was
It was between that and dogs.
Right.
And now again, it was hard to get me off dogs because dogs were just great.
Oh, they're so much fun, man. Just like little raptors just roll through the place and put you on the ground.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. And they just pop up out of nowhere. Like being on the opposite side of that, they're like, this sucks. Just got to outlast it for a little bit. Because that's the thing is they can get you when you're trying to hide. Right? The drone swarm, there's an answer like, go indoors.
Right.
But the dogs will chase you.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
That was the one. And Black Ops 2 had a problem. Black Ops 2 was the first with the pick 10 system.
That was a problem.
But with a penalty where, if you add more things to this gun, it's going to cost you more points.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't need a second gun. What I need on this one is a laser sight so I can carry it like a pistol.
Yeah.
Right? But I can also put a sight on it so I can shoot somebody from a mile away.
What was it? There was a fucking broke-ass gun in the game. What was it?
There were a few, but I mean, anything that lets you basically side shoot with the effectiveness of a shotgun, right? plus hit people from downrange. Like, because you just wandered indoors with the laser scope.
Yep.
And you put the bullet where you want it to go. You run like super fast because you're not aiming down sight.
Yeah.
And then you go outside, and then you can look all the way down here and hit somebody from a mile away.
There was a gun that I think you figured it out first, and it was like, wait a minute, this is just as good as both of these other ones.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was like one of the last ones you unlocked. But then you didn't even run with a second gun.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So you spend all your points to
strip it out. Yeah, up that gun. Yeah. It was like, oh, all right, I got it.
And you still run.
This makes sense.
Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
This makes sense.
It's broken.
Well,
the whole reason why you have 3 fucking weapon slots is so you have to like balance between them.
Well, that was their whole argument. It's like, but it comes at a great price. It takes like 3 extra points.
It's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, meat is expensive at Costco too, but it works. And you get a lot of it.
There was another thing too. It's like, well, all right. So if that happens and I'm out of ammo with my gun, I just take his.
Right? Yeah,
they're all over.
The guns everywhere, man. You trip over them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I enjoyed that. I mean, but that's the thing is like having people to play that for a while is tough.
Well, yeah, and then like the community started to change. And then when we were playing Advanced Warfare, and did we play the one after that?
I did.
I think I played it a little bit, but that was where the matchmaking was bullshit.
Eventually it got to a point. So when they redid it and just called it Modern Warfare, right? Mm-hmm. And they just restarted with that. That was the one where they did the straight up like the skill based matchmaking, where it was like, if you have these ranks, you're going to match with these ranks, and now nobody will have fun.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Because part of this was like, we would get in there and we'd start, because that game always came out around Thanksgiving. Right?
Oh, we go beat up on the kids.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was the other thing we were looking forward to was like, all right, so save some time around Christmas evening for when all these kids get it for Christmas.
For the very first time.
And
Jeff and I, we're going to pump that K to D tonight, baby.
And it was like being the only adult at a children's party at Qzar. And I knew people that would do that. It's like, can I see your score sheet?
So do you guys have an itch to ever play again?
I don't know.
A little bit,
but like the last couple shooters that I've played, like I think the last one that I played kind of diehard was Doom.
Oh.
I don't like it, man. I mean, some of it's fun, but
well, I played it all the way through to the end. So,
yeah, I couldn't make it past the gross level with all the guts. So there was a couple of parkour things in there I just couldn't do. So,
yeah, that was the part you didn't like. But I had,
gunplay was fine though. So
I had a great time with it, but I guess at this point I'd rather play like the single player stuff, like
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. That was why like all the games that I used to enjoy, I had to like come face to face with this. So I was like, why don't I like any of this stuff? Like I didn't play, like even being a much better game than like Street Fighter V, I didn't play Street Fighter 6 that much.
Yeah.
And like I got one character to a good rank, and I'm like, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
And it was just like those little victories used to feel good, right? That used to be like it would feel good, and it meant something to like be competitive. But there's just this thing where it's like, yeah, but when I'm doing this, I'm not working. Like making some money actually means more to me now. Or like there's this thing you're fucking around with this, and your dog is just kind of like, oh yeah, that's right. You know what? Playing with you or going to the park or doing something like this is so like you get a different kick out of it now than you used to with games. And like I remember like when the 360 was winding down, there were some hella sales that they had on a bunch of games, and so I was just tearing through those like every 2 days because you would get it. Like I never played the Arkham games. I'd never played those, and so I got 2 of those for like $12, and I'm like, I'm playing through these, and I'm like, this is great, and I was just like beating all these games like one after. I was like, that felt awesome, but at this point, I'm like. It does nothing for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It would probably, like, if there were. So if I was in a room with like 5 shit-talking guys, it'd probably be a different story, right? If somehow by some stroke of nature there were still 4 great Halo 2 players that we could sit on the couch with and just get after it,
I wouldn't want to play split
probably
screen.
fun.
Play split
But there's something to be in
I
the,
will absolutely screen watch you.
but there's something to be in the room that actually like does make a difference, and it's just not.
I think the headphones are fine, man. But the trick is to stay in the same lobby, kind of thing. I mean, like the couch party games, like Mario Party, that's different. But
Well, see, I don't
I'm
think.
sorry, man. I'm not gonna play it in a little box like this no
But
more,
that's the
man.
thing, like that's the crap that actually made GoldenEye fun.
Do you play your computer games on a regular monitor?
Yeah, I do.
So your split screen isn't that much. It's about that
But
size.
I'm like this far away from it. I'm not like
Sitting on a couch.
Right.
Gotcha.
Because I can't see that far anymore.
Now the screen watching thing, I can totally get. Yeah,
I mean,
it's hard not to.
correct me if I'm wrong. That was part of the fun of the game, correct?
It could be.
No.
Oh, it could be.
Listening to people get in arguments about it, where it's like what you did there was literally impossible if you weren't watching my screen.
Yeah. How did you throw a grenade that far?
It's like, how did you know that? Because I was watching your screen.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I mean, that was like when you talked about that experiment that you and your brother did with the cardboard.
When my mom got a new wash machine, yeah. It actually works pretty good. Yeah.
What'd you do?
So we were playing GoldenEye. And so you do 2-player where you have split screen where it's top and bottom, right? So my mom got a new wash machine once here, and so we built a screen shield, okay, using the box. All right. So where it's basically like a fort that you could push up
One
against the
person's
TV,
under,
and it was
yeah.
right where that dividing line was, and so someone was underneath, and the other person was on a chair up above.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and it actually made the game a hell of a lot more fun.
Yeah, now I bet with how flat and easy your monitors are, you could just get a room with everybody brings their Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Put
Yeah.
4
100%.
in a circle.
100%. Yes.
Man, I don't even have a console.
Oh, really?
Mine died. My
I've got-
Xbox died.
I've got 3 of them, so
Yeah, okay.
2 360s and 1.
I do have a 360 that still works, but my Xbone is dead.
Just don't
I
use
have
it that much.
Yeah, I have a Series X in there, and not the X, the
1?
1X.
Yeah.
And that is if for whatever reason the movie that I'm looking for cannot be found digitally and only on disc, it'll be watched on Netflix.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That has happened, I think, maybe twice in the past 7 years.
Well, that's what my wife uses my Xbox 360 as basically a DVD player.
There you go. Yeah.
What DVDs do you
I don't know, man. She's got like a few.
from way back when that you
Yeah.
bought like in college years and stuff?
Well, there are things that we don't have in like the Amazon library.
Right.
Yeah. So
Because you already own it.
because you already own it. Yeah.
You're not going to buy Lord of the Rings again.
I'm not gonna buy that
Yeah.
motherfucker twice. Yeah, no. Especially if it's like at cost. you
Right.
know? I mean, if it's $1, okay.
No. But that's the thing. They don't charge $1 on most of these
No.
places.
No, they don't.
They'll charge you $1 to rent it.
Yeah,
$3.
it's $3 to rent.
It's $3 now?
3, 4, yeah.
On
Like
Amazon.
new?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so you used to.
Yeah, even on
It's about the same.
$3.
Really? All right, because the new shit used to rent it was like $6.
I think it's
Right.
like 7. If
It's
it's
7,
one of
so
the
it's
new
up.
ones.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 6, $5.99.
I thought it was $5.99,
Maybe.
and then like there used to be stuff that was like 99 cents, $1.99.
We rented something. I can't remember what it
You
was.
did.
It was,
You told me about it. It wasn't awesome. It wasn't.
the hell was it?
Was it Godzilla? And you were bored to death?
No, that one was just on. and I never
okay.
finished it, but I still got it at some point. But
Is that the new one?
Godzilla one
Minus one.
Minus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I need to go see that.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved everything except for the very, very end.
Oh, okay.
And you can overwrite that. It's fine.
Well, the beginning is pretty boring.
It's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I might check that out.
The idea of a deserting Japanese pilot that refused to kamikaze
Right.
is a brilliant way, absolutely genius way to get into this film.
Yeah.
My brother was actually literally falling asleep.
I literally, but I fall asleep through a lot. So
No, it's fine because
it's not. It definitely isn't saying something about. I fall asleep during shows all the time.
yeah, but you did have a perspective of like, what the fuck is Godzilla going to show up?
It's boring. It's pretty boring to start off with, man. You're supposed
called
to
Godzilla, not run up to Godzilla.
in the first part
Waiting
of
for Godzilla.
however you intro a movie now. It's got to have some pretty good.
That joke's got layers. I appreciate that.
But I am almost done with The Office.
Oh. Okay.
I'm like halfway through the final season.
Oh, so you're all paid. You're way past the Ed Helms days.
Well, he's still in it. He just got back from
Water?
boat trip.
whatever the hell. I'm guessing he had a movie or something he was shooting.
Yeah, that was he was doing The Hangover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because that was just out of nowhere and like it was pretty dumb.
Well, and he would basically like Skype in every now and then, which is
Like once or twice, man.
well, if you can recall. Now this may really test your memory, both of you guys. There was a show called Three's Company, and I think we may have all watched it.
Yes.
So, at some point when they were negotiating Chrissy's contract, Suzanne Summers, her sister came to live with them, and every now and then she would call in and basically check in and see how everyone was doing. They do a little split screen with the call, right? Because that was just their way of keeping the door open of like, can we actually get her contract to work? The answer was no.
No.
So they ended up going through two different actresses after that. And the funny thing was that the show just kept going, right?
Yeah, they were fine. They've done that all the time. So, replace people out here and there.
Well, I'm talking about the little thing where they try to keep the door open and say like, all right, you're not gone, but
Dude, for years they were threatening to bring Diane back on Cheers. So, years.
how did they do that? What was I remember she came back in one episode,
Like the
and was
very
visiting.
end.
Yeah,
The very, very end.
but
Yeah.
what were they? Was she doing like phone calls?
Well,
or
it was
something?
like
Or
Sam
what
was
she
on the
did?
phone with her.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And they did that, and then, Three's Company with fucking Don Knotts replacing
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Furley.
Mr. Furley. So, and I mean, they've done that on other shows as well, man.
It's not just the place because there was. Well, didn't the original guy die?
Coach died.
Well, on Cheers, yeah, but on Three's Company, the original.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Before Don Knotts came in.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't barely remember that show. I remember even my parents don't like that one. So,
That was a staple here. That was.
oh man, that was the thing that was on before whatever good was coming on next.
God damn it.
I think I really watched it until it was on.
Yeah.
It would be on at
Yeah.
10:30.
I remember watching it when they were coming out. So, because that would have been the early '80s. So,
Well, I didn't get the premise of the show. Like, I didn't understand.
you were
the
like 4. You're not supposed to.
I didn't understand. It's like it's a problem that he can't live here
Right.
because he's a guy. It's like, oh, but because he's
Gay.
It's like, but I didn't even understand what gay was until I didn't understand it until the Golden Girls because Blanche's brother was gay and she wasn't cool with it. And eventually she came to terms with that over the course of 22 minutes. But at the beginning, she was quite southernly against it.
Yeah,
I don't
remember that episode either.
I
but-
didn't understand until then.
because that one I probably would have been like 10 when that one came out.
Yeah, now the kids know gay like when they're 2.
They do. It's it's lousy in the schools, so it's everywhere in the schools.
Well, it's sort of like as you've sort of alluded to the sort of like how did you describe it? Like sort of like the church revival, the youth, um, the young crowd of like disagreeing with sort of like the debauchery of their parents and saying like,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah,
to church. I'm going to, you
yeah,
know,
Going on the straight and narrow.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's a little different than that, though. I mean,
I'd imagine, yeah,
yeah,
but
that's the like last 15, 20 years of schooling. It's all been about that. I like, yeah. I mean, now they're pulling down the pronoun forms and stuff like that. Because people are like, no, I'm not going to do
it's
this.
just stupid.
Yeah.
This is thinly veiled mental illness that we've been, pretending is.
And the hilarious thing is that like there's studies out there, particularly with the trans issue. Like it only occurs in like English speaking
That's
countries.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, wait a minute, that's not natural.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah, it's almost exclusive to English speaking countries. So you go to anywhere else, and there's like, I mean, okay, so
Not
there's
Japanese and stuff.
Barely.
barely,
Barely.
okay, but like you'll find it in like you'll find it in like Iran, okay, but for a very different reason, okay. You get castrated if they find out.
That's right. Now,
Right.
keep in mind, and again, this isn't really a well publicized secret that they
No.
talk about in Islamic world.
It's not
But-
exactly hard to find out.
Well, but the motto is women are for children, children are for fun.
Yes, exactly.
And they're talking about
Yeah.
young boys.
Yeah.
And many, many people I've known that have visited that place said, I had no idea it was like this. They were like, this seems like the very thing they'd be very against.
Right.
But so that shit predates Islam. So
It does, but
that's why you find it in certain of those countries, but not others.
this is true.
So
This is true.
because you'll find that in like Iran and like whatever was left of Persia,
No, that's true.
but
Like,
you're not going to find that shit in Egypt.
right.
So yeah.
Right. No, you're absolutely right there. But it seems like the exact kind of thing that Islam would stamp out,
Yeah, apparently not.
but it does not.
Yes.
And the same thing. So, like you're talking about Japan. Japan like doesn't do that. They have a separate thing where like cross dressing
Okay.
is
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like
But you're not full trans.
the concept is like there's like a little crowd of it because there's always sort of like, oh, Americans are doing this. This is interesting, right? And
Cross dressing's been around forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Like the thing that they have on this, and this is where they're right here, is they go to there's 2 points where they bring this up here. Is there's one bit of research of this that actually comes from Nazi Germany. There's also another bit of research.
Just put that one to the side.
Yeah, this is Unit 731.
Right. No.
I'm kidding. It's like if you heat somebody up and then throw them in the stove,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
they shatter.
just
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't use that science, that fucking like Mortal Kombat science here. This is
Exactly.
this is ridiculous. But
He
there's
just wrote a dissertation on fatalities.
you think they'll survive this? Like, I don't know, man. It's like I got $10. It says he does.
You need a research grant for a giant blender.
Shit, it's like, oh man, you think this guy will make it if we just go ahead and remove his liver without anesthetic? It's like, I'll bet you he's okay. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a paper from there's a publication, some fucking dickhead in the God, I think it may be like the 60s, the 50s or 60s that basically brought this stuff into this. The dude who did it is a complete piece of shit. His history is there, but basically everything that goes with that trans identity shit comes straight from this guy's paper.
I know exactly who you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
It's Foucault.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, Foucault.
CAULT.
Yeah.
And he is an extremely famous philosopher. So just about everything in the social sciences came from him. So,
What's the problem with this guy?
well, some of that stuff is not provable, but
Not even a
heavily
little
insinuated, that he was actually a pedophile. So
Correct. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes. So because all of that theory comes from basically those 2 places, right? And
well, he's the guy who cemented power dynamics in relationships. So that's his thing. So
that is one of his things.
that's the big one.
Right.
So because from that comes just about every gender, ethnic, any kind of oppression studies
Right.
whatsoever, because it's all based on. I've read some of this shit.
It's not awful, but it's also like check the source. There's also it's a lot of conjecture.
Well, that's how they used to write that shit. So they used to write it as fucking philosophy.
Well, exactly,
Yeah.
but that's the
one dude got to write all this stuff.
Well, a lot of people glommed onto it and said, actually, that explains a lot of shit. And so it just started spawning its own, like, kind of following. And this is in the 50s and the 60s, and he was big in France at the time. But he also taught out of Stanford.
Yeah.
So, and that was, like, I mean, that's where, shit, almost all of modern economics comes from. So,
Stanford
or at least
France.
Stanford, a big chunk of it comes from Stanford, and the other chunk comes from Chicago.
Right?
Yeah, but
Well, so you take that and you take that source, right? And that's where the resurgence of this really doesn't start taking place until like 2010. And what they do is they start looking at sort of these historical like events where they say like, well, actually, right? Check this out. So this tribe, right, in this place in 1656, there would be people that they questioned their gender identity, right, and so they couldn't raise their own children. So this has existed for this long, right? It's in the same vein, and this is where people have been saying this. There's also a concept of it that they called was dual spirit, right? They say this dates back to basically Native American times. It was made up in like 1993.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that.
And the person that did that said it came to her in a dream.
Well, okay.
But people present it as, oh no, this has been around for 400 years. It's total dog shit. There's two correlations with it that are extremely problematic. One, when it comes down to the percentage of people that grow out of it, naturally, it's very high. The other
99.9, yeah.
Well, and this is the other part, is when it comes down to, of the people that are in this lifestyle, how many were sexually abused in their youth?
Almost all of them.
And it's over half.
I think it's higher than that.
Well, okay, so once you start getting into those like over half things, that's where you start getting real disseminating voices. But here's the thing, it's still at the root of it, right? So there's a lot of...
Well, I think like the more of those things that you collect, it's like,
yeah,
then your chances. So like someone who's gay, the chances that they were actually molested as a child is low. Okay, but someone
it's not zero. It's actually...
Well, that's true for everybody.
But actually,
Yeah.
In that case, it's still actually pretty high.
Like what? It's
That's
not over half.
It's not over half, but it's like 35 to 40%.
Yeah, maybe. But like just one, like, I mean,
Today,
Yes,
with how popular it is and everything,
correct.
I don't.
I don't know about that, man. I think that there's probably a like.
I can show it to you. I mean,
Well, I've looked at it too, man, and I mean, I have methodological questions about what they're asking there. Okay, because you got to be a little bit careful about how you slice and dice that.
And what age group you're asking.
Exactly.
'Cause I
So
bet that plays a massive.
If you're asking 12-year-old kids, then the answer is it's probably way more than half. If you're identifying as gay when you're 12, so yeah,
That
but
are molested?
probably.
well,
These days?
it's not.
No.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think so.
This is-
it's
there's-
popular.
there's
That's true. It is.
well, it's not popular. Well, you're talking about
Yeah, it
social
is popular.
contagion, which is a different thing here. But
On the shows that they watch, on everything.
It's everywhere.
no, hang on. No. Okay, hold on. Don't use the show's popularity to conflate that with it being popular with those people. Okay.
I'm saying for the kids of that age, watching that, it makes it popular and cool to be gay.
Right. You're opting into that even though you're not actually doing that.
Right. That's social contagion.
Right. So if you're measuring that, all right,
Right.
so then you're going to have a different, outcome than if you're measuring someone who's like, all right, have you kissed a dude? And he says, yes, and I liked it.
Right. The thing is, it's not just molest. There's two things that go into this, and I think this may be where the methodology thing comes in. Is it's either A, where you basically molested, right?
Right.
Or were you exposed to hypersexual content before an early age?
See,
And that's the other component of it.
so I think there's another component to that is like, because the one that I've seen that shows that it's like 35 to 40%.
Yeah.
They're actually counting all kinds of different household trauma, not
Yeah,
just sexual
yeah.
trauma. So if your mom hit you, all right, you would score as a positive on that one, even though she never touched you, in your no-no spots, right? Okay, but you
right.
would still show up as being molested, at that case, because you would show up as someone who fits that category based upon the fact that they're opening up the criteria.
Right.
So that's where my methodological issues with some of those things came in. Now, if you did actually, and there is no way to actually test if someone is truly gay. So,
Well, I mean, so
it's not a blood test, bro.
well, but I will say, okay, so here's the
And
thing.
so,
Okay.
like actually finding, a population that you can test with any kind of fidelity is really difficult because of that social contagion piece. Where people, like, especially girls, oh my
I've
God.
watched one of my daughter's friends talk about how she's in a lesbian relationship because they were dating in elementary school.
And they're just playing
Right.
make-believe.
And I mean, it's cool. Like,
Well, it's
nobody's giving you grief or anything. It's popular for the kids. Dude, I'm watching it. I literally watch it.
I watch it every day too.
With this the kids of this age. It's cool.
But I can tell they're not serious about it.
Right. I don't think
they're not serious about it, man.
I'm not saying that's going to end up that they're going to be that, but at this point in their lives, it's something cool to tell your friends.
I guarantee you, with most girls, especially girls like your daughter's age, my daughter's age, it's cool to be gay or a lesbian because then you get an excuse out of like actually talking to boys. So,
that could be too.
Because I got to be honest with you, I've seen some of the boys my girl hangs out with. They're creatures.
Let us
They
not-
need about 2 years to actually like cook a little.
I get it. And here's the thing, let's not excuse our generation from having those same chimpanzees in it. But okay, so this is the thing is you're absolutely right in terms of being a quote unquote outside group is cool. The thing is, that's just a different thing of what that outside group is. Like, so to put it in perspective, right? You don't see goth kids. You see gay kids. Did goth disappear? Yeah.
Fuck no.
What? No, it did.
God, it's
There's-
everywhere, dude.
No, it's not.
Come over to my house.
I'm telling you, there is no straight up like fucking like the group of actual like goth kids as it
Oh,
previously
God damn it.
existed.
Did it die?
I totally I hit the button.
Well, the laptop should still be going.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's going.
That's fine.
Yeah. Victory. Is it still recording? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's just
It
recording.
doesn't-
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's a
like
laptop.
Oh, it's a laptop.
It doesn't
Oh,
disappear with power
okay.
immediately. But yeah, that's the thing. Is it's not.
Sorry,
It's,
I didn't mean to interrupt your point in like the rudest way possible.
I'm done.
no, if you look at a lot of kids, they have a lot of it is they all have that same uni haircut, right? They don't. The dress isn't as drastic as it was. There's no group where it's like. It's not the same where it's like the stoners don't hang out with the rappers. It's not that same thing. The subdivisions are different than what they used to be, and gay is one of them.
Gay is one of them, but like, you know, like, so my daughter has a group of friends. Some of them are gay, but they're not hanging out with just the gay kids.
Right.
Right.
They're all integrated.
So, but like, I could just tell you, after the last couple of weeks of sitting in the high school parking lot, there are a lot of things that are familiar.
Right.
Okay, and I'm telling you, the goth thing, that's actually still a thing. It's very much so a thing with the
It's-
fucking fishnets and the black dresses and the fucking black hair. It's still very much a thing.
The look exists.
For
It's
women
not the
or
same.
for women?
Right.
You know what? I haven't seen any dudes.
Right.
You won't.
So, yeah.
That's what
Maybe
I'm
It's
talking
a cool look for
It's
women
cool
still.
look for girls, but like all they do, they all wear. It's
That's
hoodie.
what it's
It's
the
hoodie
human
lane.
look.
It
It's
is
the,
hoodie.
It's
hoodie
the hoodie. It's that same broccoli haircut. They all have that same. I mean, you know, the all their clothes. There's like no cowboys. I mean, this is what I'm talking
They're
about.
cowboys.
They exist, but there's
Yeah.
not like a. It's not a separate
Yeah.
group in that same way that it used to be.
I don't know, man. There's still a pretty good chunk of those. And there's cowgirls too, man.
There are
they do
cowgirls.
exist.
But I mean, that's the thing is it's not. it's different subdivisions than it used to be. Because there's a look.
I don't know, man. I see them when they come like 2 years out of high school, and there is like a leveling effect once you actually get past like I think it's probably like 16 or 17.
Absolutely.
But I mean, there's still echoes of that.
Echoes. Yeah.
Yeah, but guys only have really two looks. You're either comfortable or you dress nice, ish.
Yeah, I guess
That's all that exists really. Like it's all hoodie and jeans
all
or
sportswear.
things
It's
like
all
that,
sportswear.
or they actually dress somewhat
I
nice.
guess I haven't seen that.
But that's the thing of it. Like, if you take it back a couple of like school generations, right? And that's not a full generation, right?
Yes.
Right. We are talking about the period where it's like rock guys do not listen to rap, period. Right? These serious
Is that
subdivisions.
bad? That's gone.
No, I'm not saying that it's a
okay.
bad thing. What I'm telling you is the subdivisions where it's like we are defined by these things, right? Whereas in that case, it's like actually everybody listens to a little bit of everything.
They kind of do,
right? It's all
Everybody
mushed
watches
together,
a little bit.
right? There are a bunch of people. It's like I listen to Taylor Swift because she's country, and other people are like that's country to you, right? It's like, well, she started country. There's country elements. It's like, well, Beyonce sang a country album. Oh, that's true, I guess. Right? That's the thing is that's all kind of like mushed over. So yeah, there are different groups now, and like gay is one of them. Basically, the alphabet group that's part of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's just saying, like, again, because they grow out of it, right? Because it's demonstrated. Again, like none of us are still goths right now. We may have like elements and there's still parts of it where I can say like, yes, I do appreciate these elements of music, but I have no reason to wear boots that go up to my fucking thighs. I'm not going to, if anything survives, it's like, well, I still have a wallet with a chain on it. That's not.
My daughter bought one of those. She's actually got it.
Talking about. Yeah. Little elements, not like a full blown identity into that thing.
I'm sure you can find it. It's just not as common.
No.
And I don't know. I really do honestly feel that the retreat into LGBTQ, it's just a way to actually like make a friendship stronger than
Absolutely.
it is to actually like pursue any kind of relationships. So because I guarantee you in my daughter's case with some of her friends and some of the other kids that I've talked to, it's purely a defense mechanism against like creepy boys. So
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So
yeah, or just something that you have in common with another person.
Sure.
Well,
okay.
Well,
and sometimes you have a friend who's legit that way, and so you want to, hey, yeah, I'll be your friend.
Well, okay. So you mentioned that there is no real way to test for gay, and that's not entirely true.
Okay.
All right. So they do have. All right. So check this out.
This is a genetic test.
It's not a genetic test
okay.
because there actually is no genetic component to it. They've debunked that a million times over. What they can do is, and this is something that they've done, is they basically hook electrodes to your brain and basically the stimulus center.
Let's show you porn.
They basically show you things that are like this. And there are people where it's like, yeah, this person's gay. They see this, and the levels just go like this.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And there are other people that are like, you
fucking turn this off.
Yeah. You sure you're this? Your brain says you are repulsed by this. Right? Now, is that a 100% thing? No, because the problem with that is that's only one side of it, and attraction is multifaceted in a lot of different ways.
Oh, a lot of ways. I mean, well, and how are you going to screen out for people in that case who are bi? So,
Well, you show them this. Is like, okay, well, this is going nuts. I'm going to show you this.
Exactly.
Like, well, this is still going nuts.
Yeah, exactly. You're just
right.
You're just,
Like, good for you, man. But that's also the components where it's like, all right, you're attracted, but you're not attracted in a sexual way, and that's a different thing entirely, because it's like, I like the idea of this thing, and it's enough for me to want to be with it, but it's weird, dude. It's completely. There are people where it's like, there are people that won't be attracted to someone until somebody else tells them they're attracted to that person. They don't see that person as pretty or anything until somebody else says it.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I buy that.
It's weird.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Just that sort of like desire by consensus is This is.
Does that have its own symbol on the chart? Yeah, somewhere.
I am sure there is some butt ugly flag with big colors. And
No, man. I'm talking about the chart of hieroglyphs now that they've developed.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Well, it used to just be the male and the female sign that pulls the arrow. Now there's like this fucking eye chart of them.
Here's the asexual. Here's the omnisexual. Here's
I
the
don't even know what they are.
the
Yeah.
pansexual.
I've never seen it, so I have no earthly idea.
The zoophiles. This is.
The furries.
But this ain't even the furries. This is just people that are straight out. It's like I don't want to wear a suit. I'm just straight up attracted to animals.
Got it. Okay.
These are people. It's like the suit is dumb.
There was one. The guy it was like up in Colorado, and he went into Wyoming, and he was wearing a wolf suit, and
Did you get raped
he
by a
was
wolf?
trying to fit in and stuff like that. So he was like walking in and all this kind of stuff, and the wolf said, "You're not a wolf," and just chomped it. And he got, they took him to the hospital and everything, and they interviewed him, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't think they thought I was one of them." Yeah, no,
He
they
couldn't say it with certainty.
they're on to me, buddy. Like, oh my god, dude, come on.
Well, it's like that one. What's her name? This is the famous girl they made the movie about her. The girl that got her arm bitten off by the shark, right? And then she went back and still surfs to this day. And she,
With Blake Lively.
yeah, and she's not mad at the shark. I'm like, okay, so that's where we're different. Is number one, I want all sharks dead,
Yeah.
and number two, I'm never going surfing again in my life.
No.
And this dude, it sounds like with the
Turn the
wolves.
sea into mercury.
Yeah, this dude with the wolves, it sounds like. I think he still thinks there's a chance. I'm like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah. So maybe those wolves were taken.
So when I try this next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this next time.
I'm gonna go where there's one wolf.
He used the wrong wolf scent. Yeah.
Right. Oh, actually, that's what really made them upset because they thought I was getting on their territory.
Ah,
They're very
yeah,
territorial
very
animals.
He took a lot of notes.
As
Learning
he-
experience.
It's like ripping into
Bit out of them, yeah. Well, there's also that famous picture of it was just an off chance like picture a guy had of this dude in a full blown like sheep suit, like living with wild sheep, and some dude just caught a picture of it, right? And it was like, what the hell is this? And he just posted it online. I was like, what is? Do you know this guy? It's because it was just he was like out on a camping trip or something. He saw it. And he snapped a picture of it, and it turns out the guy he was actually a researcher, right? He's like, that's me. It's like you weren't supposed to see this, and he was just actually tracking the patterns of these, and they weren't angry with him because they're sheep. They're outdoor sheep, which I guess can still fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, very good.
Come on, you haven't seen that part on There's like a whole thing on Telegram of guys getting headbutted by fucking sheep. So
No.
That's not my feed, man.
breaking
It's-
their legs and shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, mine is more like, why are all these Indies guys like hanging out near electric poles?
I've seen some of those too.
You know what's weird is like there's only like it's not like the Emperor frying you where there's tons of electricity.
There's enough.
It's like one big pop,
Yeah.
right?
And a whole bunch of sparks. Yeah.
Bunch of sparks,
Yeah.
and dudes turn crispy like super fast.
Well, they fall like a rock.
That's true.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
You ever see the ones where, of course you have, but the dudes who keep taking pictures close to trains?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
I've actually been to some of those.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm still not watching any death.
Yeah, that's that. I've actually sworn off that for a bit too. So
So that's fine.
it's
You
good
guys
for
are-
the soul, to get away from like watching other people's final moments. So
Well, that's sort of the thing is you have to get to a point where you say like this is not interesting enough. I need to see the next level. That's sort of when
I
you know.
usually get a little nauseous before
Yeah.
I get there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
I still watch pranks and
I love.
Other-
Yeah, those are great.
other goofball things.
Pranks get me so mad sometimes though.
Dude, they're hilarious.
No, a lot of them are great, but there are other ones where telling me you haven't seen the ones where it's just like you're just harassing this person.
I
and
don't.
calling it a prank.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen too many of the harassing things. I see like the wife will come in and she's just like frantic and saying, "We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. They're coming," and the husband's just like, "Okay, okay." She's like, "Grab what we got, we gotta go," and he's just like, "Who's coming?" And he's like just running around and like you just see what random stuff he grabs. Like he'll grab the plant and like, and they're just he's like, "This is what you're gonna grab if it's an emergency?" And he's like, "Huh? Oh, I don't know."
Well, I don't know. I guess my favorite one on that one is it wasn't a prank. It was like so this guy and his daughter and his wife are in the kitchen. This is an Asian family, right? You've probably seen this, where something on the stove starts on fire. The wife is at the stove, and so the dude grabs the daughter like under his arm
Oh, I see
and
that one.
runs straight past his wife and closes the door.
Yeah. I've seen that one. Yeah,
And she just
that one's not a prank, but
no.
it's just so I've seen that one. I've been watching all these workplace ones lately. You seen the ones that the guys do with the tape measure all the time?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, this one's been going around where I'll come up to you with a tape measure and say, "Hey, hang on to that,"
Oh,
and I'll pull it out just large enough to let go so it hits you right in the balls.
That's
so fucking funny, man.
that's that's
like
some old
old
school
men.
shit.
Yeah.
I've noticed a couple people worked on work sites. It's like, oh, you guys are filming this now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. There's some good ones out there.
I saw one where that they tried to do to me on the rig, where they got the person where they have a couple people try and lift the bag over their head
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
concrete powder
Oh,
or some sort of
yeah,
powder
yeah.
inside, and they're all like going to see who can do it, and then like the third one that does it, they just slice it open.
Yeah.
They tried to do that to me, and I let go of it behind me before.
Did you like play it off cool? You're like, whoops.
Oh no! I was like, I figured something was up.
Oh. I mean, I do like one of the ones I enjoyed hearing about the most was because I've heard that construction guys and people working on houses and stuff, like it was multiple crews over. The one thing that you never want to let them know is that you're going to the bathroom, right? And you're going to the porta potty because stuff will happen. So, like if it's in the winter, right, they're going to throw snowballs at the porta john, and at the top there's a vent,
Yeah.
right, and they're going to try and get it to rain down on you. And if there's no snow, then it's mud, and they're trying to get that in. But the one that I thought was the funniest was like there was this one dude who was trying to be sneaky about it, and he just slipped off, and was like, I don't know where he's going. So he went in there, and they just backed the truck up against it.
So you can open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just rained stuff into the top. Now, this isn't the same thing as like Jackass where they did that and then launched it like from. That's different.
That was the most disgusting thing.
That's
ever.
different.
He's just he's this fucking cement mixer of shit. And vomit. Yeah. I think that was Steve-O.
Probably.
That guy's amazingly still alive. So one of the other guys died though.
Ryan. Ryan Dunn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That guy was Bam Margera's best friend. And
Didn't he die too?
no, he's just been on this. He didn't die, but he's gone through all sorts of. He's like been to rehab like four times. He never recovered from that stuff.
Yeah.
And he was kind of a dickhead to begin with, but
yeah,
that just made it worse.
God, that movie! I can't remember laughing as hard at a movie as that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like especially the fucking the box truck full of roller derby.
That one got you. I mean,
I hurt after that when I laughed so much. Because I think we went to go see that.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. The one that actually got me more than anything was when they actually did rocket skates.
Oh, that's great.
It was like, we have a
put rocket skates on it. Yeah.
And to this day, it's still one of my favorite lines. Like, are you going to use bigger rockets? No, more of them.
He's completely burned his leg down. Yeah.
There was one where, I think, is that the one where like the second. So after like the intro, like the second thing they do is the rental car insurance demolition derby.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they bring it back in. What did you do? Yeah, that's on that one. That's the one where fucking Johnny Knoxville gets the shit kicked out of him by Butterbean too.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
he did. That's
So I saw a video on that. He said he was like so out of it, that he had bad concussion. He'd go to the hospital for a couple of days, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But he still had the presence of mind to ask if Butterbean was okay.
This is a little sore.
that was the one where they took a shit in the hardware store
Yep.
toilets.
Yeah. Well, they've done that
yeah,
in several of them, but yeah, they just showed up and tested it out. The guy's like, "What the? What are you doing?"
I remember way back in the day when you remember when that next series of like so when like Maxim and those other
Yeah.
I remember one of those. There was this one of the writers. He's like, I want to know what it's like to box, right? So he's documented his journey into getting into one amateur boxing match, right?
Okay.
He'd never done it. And he's just going through the things that the trainer is doing this, and he's like, I have a month to prepare for this, right?
Okay.
And so they're going through all the details of like what they're setting him up here. It's and so the trainer's like, do you smoke? He's like, yeah. He's like, stop it.
Stop it.
He's like, okay, got it. It's like, do you fool around? He's like, well, I try to. He's like, stop it. Right. This is just basically the Rocky thing where it's like it's bad for your legs. Yeah. So it's like it's following a routine. He's training every day. He's working with the sparring stuff, and he gets into his match. And by like round 2, they got pictures of his face.
Oh.
Right. And it's unrecognizable. He's on the mat. Like it's the thing where like they got this great picture of him. He's on the floor and he's just like his eyes are rolling in his head because the whole point was like people think this is easy. This is the kind of stuff.
It's not easy.
It's the same shit when you look at the data. It's like 40% of people think they can beat a tiger in a fight.
Yeah, you'd rather take on a lion or a bear.
Right. And he's just like, I thought that I'd be able to like hang a little bit after a month. No, like even the whole thing of strengthening up your face to get the crap kicked out of you, right? It's gonna swell like that for a long until you've been in enough fights where your face is just gonna like
it tightens up.
Yeah, until it's been Mickey Rourked enough where it's actually like you can't damage this shit.
Yeah,
he used to be a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he did. I mean, there's a lot of cocaine in between point A and point B there.
There is also that. But he did get into professional fighting for a little while, and
I listen to the Basketball Network stuff, and one of the hosts is Brian Scalabrine, and he played on the Celtics. He was like a group backup, all this kind of stuff. And all the street ball guys are just like talking mad shit. They're just like nonstop. They're like, oh, we could take those guys, and he's like, all right, I'll take y'all on. He's like, I'll play you guys one-on-one. Let's go. And he's like a bigger dude, plays slow man white basketball.
Yeah.
And he beats every single one of the guys. And he's like, dude, I'm a pro.
Yeah.
I'm a scrub. You can call me a scrub.
Yeah.
But I'm a pro, man.
Pro, yeah.
Like you guys are doing your best out here.
He's still in the 1%, man. I mean, yeah, you see that. Like I see that even with some of the athletes that come through our place. We've had a couple guys go on and play in the NFL, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna make it. Okay, you're gonna be fine. Okay, and then you look at all the other guys. Now you guys. So
you want your education.
You want to get a little bit of ball in before it's time to go get a big boy job. Right. But then there's a few guys that you just know that it's like, okay, you've got the right build. You got the right mindset, and you work your ass off, so you're going to be fine. But that's like 1%.
Yeah, we've had a few. One was a receiver for the Chargers.
Oh,
Vincent Jackson.
Vincent Jackson.
At UNC.
Yeah, and one guy that I personally saw play was Lamar Houston.
Yeah,
and
he was from Whitefield, right?
No, he was from Louisiana.
Oh,
He was a Katrina refugee.
was Vincent Jackson from Whitefield then? I think he was.
I think that's
one of the
right,
guys
yeah.
was from.
Yeah,
from
I
Whitefield,
think you're
yeah.
absolutely right.
Okay.
But yeah, so Houston, I saw him play at Doherty.
Okay.
And when you see one of these genetic mutations where,
Yep.
okay, so he's running back,
Yeah.
and he put up like 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Running,
Yeah.
but you also play the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
And I watched him on defense on their punt just go walk through their line like it meant nothing.
Yeah.
He's punting the ball. He gets to him before the ball leaves his foot, takes it off the end of his foot, and then runs it into the end zone on that side of the ball.
Yeah, he's going places.
Well, and that's the thing
Yeah.
is he played, but he wasn't huge. He played for the Raiders,
Mhm.
right? Did okay there, but then he's the guy that famously injured himself, like just jumping after a routine play.
Oh, I don't
And he
know.
never came back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, this is the best guy that this place has seen
Yeah.
in 20 years,
Yeah.
and he's still like next to a nobody in the big leagues.
Dude, and they're different than they were 20 years ago. Now they are much bigger. So, I mean, almost universally across the board. I mean, I've had a couple guys come through. They're going to go play D1, and you could tell which ones were actually going to get pulled into D1 in their senior year or something like that, because they get about 8 inches on everybody else. You know?
Yeah.
Absolute monster human beings, man. So,
And that's the thing. They're going to be facing off against monsters of equal or greater
oh,
size.
yeah, probably bigger. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it's crazy.
No,
And it didn't used to be like that, man.
well, no. If you watch like 70s footage, and you're seeing
Oh my
them on
God.
the sideline with a heater in their mouth.
Yeah. So, fucking bellies hanging out over the belts and stuff like that. Yeah.
It was,
I thought that there's going to be like, what was it? It was Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden.
Yep, and
what?
you can barely tell it's Nicolas Cage.
I saw a side by side.
It's pretty impressive.
It was pretty
Really?
impressive.
You could see a little bit in his nose,
yeah.
but I mean, they put the roundness on him and all that. Like,
I wonder if he put on that weight, like natural, because he looked bad. You know?
Really?
it's pretty impressive. I saw the side by side. Whoa!
Did they show any? Like, did they show like how is his actual Madden?
There was
I did.
just a
I
side by
yeah,
side
I just saw it.
yeah.
Fine too.
I would love to see that.
And I was like, wow, okay. I wish I hadn't known, because I'm like seeing Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Like, you're like,
There, yeah.
if
Yeah.
you don't know it, and you're sitting there going like,
Who is that?
hell
Who the
is
fuck
that?
is that?
I recognize that voice,
Who
but I don't.
is that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna see it in the opening.
Yeah,
credits. Come
yeah,
on,
they'll
man.
let you.
Well,
I'd either be waiting. Where's Nicolas Cage in this movie, man?
and he was the guy that played Madden.
Yeah.
He's very
He
good.
was very good. I reckon.
Well, and this is Nicolas Cage too. It's like his acting has been sort of a. There's always like a little bit of Elvis in it, and always has been.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, so if he can actually overcome that to play John Madden, I'm very curious to see how it was
He
doing.
kind of can roll with it.
He can't do.
That's-
He's actually got pretty decent range. He's gotten better. Like, I mean, he went through that period there where he was kind of like, "You're a loser, dude."
Oh, he was taking everything.
Yeah, he took
That was
everything.
taxes. He had no choice.
Pay your fucking taxes.
Have an accountant.
Yeah,
man.
when you make the money, set some aside.
Have a dude that manages your money. Like,
Right. This is all after the fact shit. You guys are absolutely right. But the fact is, much like Willie Nelson, he found himself in severe tax problems. And that's why he was in all of those movies. Some of them good.
Yeah.
Some of them, most of them were very bad. I think a lot of his good movies, quote unquote, are very bad. I'm not a person that looks at National Treasure and says, like, this is good shit right here.
It's fucking Indiana Jones
Right.
Reborn, man.
it wasn't that bad.
The second
not-
one's
The second
stupid.
one was bad.
The second one is stupid. With the fucking president. Come on,
The
man.
first one was fine.
Dude, it is,
It was
Okay.
entertaining.
it's discount. Like, again, it's the Butterfinger argument. It's like, if I wanted to watch Indiana Jones, I would watch.
You've already seen Indiana
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
Right.
This is a new twist with different
But I can-
elements.
It's really not. I mean, like, barely. Like, all right.
I can't even think of what movies he's done that I really liked.
I
Well,
like the older ones, The Rock,
Okay,
and
The Rock.
Face Off, and
I
Con Air.
hate
Face Off is stupid.
Face
Con
Off.
Air,
Con Air
I
is
kind of like.
stupid.
I like
Gone
Con
in
Air.
60
My wife
seconds.
loves that movie.
Which one?
Con Air, and I cannot.
Well, it's not because of Nicolas Cage. It's because of all the other
Con
fucking
Air?
weirdos in that movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
got Steve Buscemi in it.
It
who's
does.
Like, that's probably what you like in the wild, huh, buddy?
You find out he's like, wait, you were just a normal FDNY firefighter?
Right?
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
but you have such a weird face. No, okay, so you got that. Like some of the modern stuff, I loved Mandy. It is a weird ass
seen it.
movie. It's genius, but it is bizarre. It's out there, very good. He's in some weird like Five Nights at Freddy movies.
I watched Five Nights at Freddy. I don't think he was in it.
He's not in that. It's a knockoff of that.
No.
He was in all sorts of random stuff.
Yeah,
He was a wizard, I think, in something.
he was. Yes, I think it's like Sorcerer's Apprentice or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. He's in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's in two Ghost Rider movies, of which
All right.
True.
I don't think he's the problem with those movies.
Yeah, probably
They're
not.
not good,
No.
but it's not his fault. And actually, kind of, all right. So I sort of dig the first one as a movie. The second one is just bananas. It's just like this
I
is.
can't remember the second one.
It's just nuts from start to finish. There's like nothing. It's just craziness from start to finish. Like you can't. It's like I don't remember what was like the plot. I don't remember what was in it. It is just nuts. That's the one I think where he's literally like peeing fire. That happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that
I'm saying.
did
It's like
happen,
this.
yeah.
I can't believe this is the movie I'm watching. But it almost works because it doesn't pretend to be anything that it's not. But it's not good. But I also know, I mean, there are some people that I have seen that are very diehard fans for like franchises. I'm like, so you're the guy that's watching these. Like, I met the dude who was like, oh yeah, I've seen every Underworld movie. I love those.
I never got into Underworld.
There's like 9 of them. I worked with a guy on the rig who liked all the Resident Evil movies.
Never got.
Oh
those
wow,
either.
those are bad.
They're horrible.
They're so bad. I've actually seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not.
They're not good.
They're not good. They're not faithful to the source material. They're. I mean,
Oh no,
it's
they just they take the car completely off road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They have one character that shows it's like this is from the show,
Yep.
from the games, but you're not the main
Oh, you
character.
go to Raccoon City once. Yeah.
But that's a setting,
Right. Yes.
right?
One time.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know Raccoon City. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just you were there
It's the stupidest name for a city.
for a horror movie.
But dude, eventually you think if it grew to be that big, you'd name it something else, something nice, like but not Raccoon City.
Coonsville.
I have
No,
no
you don't name it
idea.
that.
It's like, no, not that.
Maybe you change it after like 1965.
Yeah, but no, it's just anyway. I don't know. You played all the games. I didn't play all the games. I think I played the second one all the way through.
I
I might have
played
played the third one.
the third one. I thought was great. That was the actual the Nemesis game where that dude would come and bully your ass
Yeah, I did play that one.
at different parts of the game, and a lot of times it was just get away from it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually kind of cool. Everybody says the fourth one is the best. I disagree. It's cool, but it's all stop and shoot. I do
Right.
not find that very compelling in gameplay anymore. The actual like PlayStation ones are unplayable now.
Oh, are they that ugly?
It's not ugly. It's the they call them tank controls. Where if you remember,
Oh, yeah, yeah. You sit and you rotate.
turn,
Yeah.
you rotate left or right, then you point the gun
Yeah.
and do this, and it's all from like a weird overhead
Well,
perspective.
it was
that
like all the
changes.
cameras were put in place
Yeah.
to make it a little bit
Yeah.
more stressful. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I find those completely unplayable. 4 is way more playable than that. It's just like, all right. But it's all been outdone by the later games. So
Yeah.
like I don't need to go back on this. But
No.
no, they started getting stupid after a while. But I did like 7 and 8.
You made it all the way up to 7 and 8. Wow.
Well, the 8's the most recent one.
Okay.
I played 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Even the very racist one, 5, which wasn't actually very racist. It just happened to be set in Africa.
Cool.
Like, there are black people there. I'm sorry they got turned into zombies. But it doesn't make me racist to shoot black zombies. It's not because they're black. It's the zombies
It's the
part that I
zombie
have a
part
problem
that's the
with.
problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way more than all those that I played.
I had no idea there were that many.
Yeah, the 9th one is coming out. I can't remember. It's soon. I do look forward to that. And even though a lot of them are bad, it's just I got to see this through.
Yeah, you might. I mean, if you're 8 deep, might as well.
That's kind of it.
Yeah, you kinda have to.
That's sort of like Fast and the Furious theory. Is like,
Yeah, exactly.
I bailed on that.
We're doing 10, man.
how many did you see?
I got through like 3, and then I quit, and then I think I saw the Hobbs and Shaw one at the rig.
Is that even one of those movies? Is it separate or is it?
It's part of it,
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
but yeah, it is not my thing to watch people race. And then
It's not even
doing
really racing
insane
anymore.
stuff
Yeah.
with submarines and
I saw the
Yeah.
submarine one.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that was like 8 or up there. It was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one with Charlize Theron and her submarine.
She had a submarine?
I just
I
saw
don't know
the
if she
commercial.
bought it, but she was on it.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, and they were trying. They didn't hit it with the car, but they had a heat-seeking missile tracking the car, so they jumped it, and the missile hit the submarine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that happened. That's
I'm not surprised. That's like the diehard independent or whatever it was that he jumps on an airplane.
yes, you're right. But that was some Wile E. Coyote shit. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
That one was stupid.
I know. Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw that one.
Jumped on the airplane. Yeah.
The
Which
only
one
thing
was
I
it?
liked about it was that the guy had the first keyboard I've ever seen that you can just run roll. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, that's
Dude,
cool.
That's not what you're supposed to remember from the movie.
It was literally the best part of the movie. Is
Yeah,
like,
where's
ooh.
my Minority Report? Fucking,
Oh,
swiping
yeah.
windows.
Yeah. I think that sort of evolved into like Jarvis from Iron Man, don't you think? Where it's all just
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
heads
yeah,
up screen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes, but where's mine?
Where's mine? Yeah.
We're in the future now. We're almost at Terminator time. So
We're way past Terminator
Actually-
time, bro. Yeah.
So Judgment Day happened.
1997. Yeah.
I mean, our tech is now there. So our
Terminator
tech,
days?
well, we're.
I
pretty
think we're
close.
past Terminator days, man. I think in T2 when it says like the battle scene, it's like 2019.
2029.
2020. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
We're almost. You're right. We're almost there.
But that's all.
That's when you're
hinging-
defeating the fucking robots.
Well,
So-
at that point, that's happening. Would people have the cool swipey screens?
I don't know, man.
I mean, if
They're
you've
still
got,
flying fucking A10s, so I doubt it. You know?
you got
No,
AI
you can't
robots,
count that out
man.
of canon shit.
It
It's
did, man. Yeah, it
no,
didn't happen, didn't happen.
no. You have to cite the stuff with the dark sides and the purple lasers. That's
Okay,
that's
all right.
that's the only stuff that counts.
All right. So, but yeah, we were supposed to have that.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for.
We're supposed to have our flying cars.
That's not going to happen.
It's not, no, of course it's not going to happen.
I mean,
man.
they can
Yeah.
make it, but that's just.
I mean,
That's
they've
just
already
a
made it. Have
nightmare.
you seen those like man-sized like fucking Green Goblin drones that
Yep.
you can
Oh,
like
yeah.
ride like a surfboard? So yeah.
Well, they have.
What happens if you fall off it? You just like get vaporized by the
What
blades.
happens, dude?
That's what happens when you're learning new tech.
This is why you don't sell these to the public. Yes.
Yeah.
No, and they do have. They actually have drones that can fit a person and fly.
They do.
So it's.
But it's more like a helicopter. It's like a little baby helicopter.
Yeah, but it runs off a battery. Though.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Right.
sure there's helicopters that run on batteries. So
Really?
why wouldn't there be?
Well, because
I don't know. There might be.
I think helicopters need, especially helicopters that we're thinking of, like need a lot of fuel to generate a lot of like power on this one here.
Well, you
Like-
need a lot of torque, which an electric
Well,
motor is
electric
perfect
is going
at,
to create a lot of torque. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean the thing here is you're talking about distance with a larger thing, and like that's where if you have to generate all the lift and the torque with a battery,
Oh yeah, probably not.
right? You can get it up there, but you're not going to be able to cruise very far. You're not going to get some dude from the bottom of the Grand Canyon to the top.
But I mean, like fundamentally, what's different between a drone and a helicopter? So just the electric, then probably the size. Yeah, okay.
Size and weight.
Yeah. Size and weight.
So if it has to carry, if the
well, I mean,
baseline
but that's
has
the
to
lift
carry an
mechanism. The lift mechanism between the two is identical.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's where they've been talking about the limit has been batteries for a long time.
it has.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're just not past that. Like lithium ion is as far as they can go right now.
They're working on more, man. I keep seeing things on that. So,
just because they haven't cracked it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and I was reading up on electric cars a little bit more the other day about why they drop value so much, and part of it has to do with a lot of them fucking subsidies going away too.
Oh,
so a lot of the cars were actually like overpriced to begin with because you get that big subsidy out of it, and now that that's going away in like a month or two, the resale value on them is just plummeting.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That is very artificially propped up in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fancy fucking golf cart. I mean, it's way more complicated to actually build a combustion engine. So, I mean, so the prices have got to come down. They've got to come down.
Well, that's the theory, right? I mean, just less moving parts is going to be.
Dude, I mean, there's so much better, and so I don't think you were here, but I was talking about the argument if you took like someone who had no vehicle ever, no experience with cars, and presented them this and this, and so this one goes faster, it has more torque, all right, and it's not loaded with explosive fuel.
Okay, now hang on. Now those batteries. Those can be kind of bad, and their fires are way harder to put out.
Worse. So yeah, no, I watched the shipping guy on YouTube, and there's been like actual like fucking cargo ships full of those things just burned down to the heel.
Oh shit, dude! That should probably actually melts the hull.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus.
That's why when you fly, you can't have your batteries stored away in your checked-in luggage.
That rule's been around for a little while. They just never enforced it for a long time. Then they had, I don't know when it was, but it was a few years ago. They had a bin fire on one of the planes, so it was still on the ground. But because what happened was one of the batteries had gotten wet.
But yeah, if that's the rule you want to make, and we don't have to take our shoes off anymore, all good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You don't know how many people
delete the TSA, but
you don't know how many people would still reach down and try and take off their shoes, and they'd be like, "No, just keep going."
They delete the TSA and just turn them all into immigration judges.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Need jobs.
Yeah, need jobs.
There's a line a mile deep of applicants. So
for immigration? Yeah.
We did get our luggage pulled over and checked because when they ran it through the X-ray, they're just like, "We gotta check something in there." And I was like, "The hell do we have in there?"
Is it your carry-on?
It was our carry-on, but it was the little suitcase.
Yeah.
And so she opens it up and everything, and she's like, "Oh, that," and I'm like, "It was a bag of candy I got for Livy."
Yeah.
And I was like, a bag of candy trip, and I had gone into one of the stores where you could pick all the different kinds of candies.
Oh, okay.
And so I had all those different kinds in one bag. And so she's like, "Oh, it was the mixed kind of candy. You couldn't you couldn't see if it was Skittles, M&M. Like it was just this giant blob." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good to know."
Did you go to? Were you buying like bulk candy?
Like
with the little hand shovels?
Yeah, it was a place called It's Sugar.
Of course.
And Livy really wanted teal stuff, so I got some of every teal kind of candy. And I mean, there were bins of everything you can imagine. I was just like,
all separated by color?
Well, some of them are, yeah.
Okay.
So some of them are, because they're separated by the flavor it is. And so all the ones that were teal, I was just, so there's sour ones, there's all this stuff. And
we'll say that is definitely if you're looking for like how groceries are different in North Dakota than here, they love bins and barrels of stuff, right? Where it is, yeah. So, like, I want you to
remember that.
yeah. If you go there, if you go to the grocery, if you go to like Cashwise, which is not a place
Right.
here, like they have those plastic drums where you open up that half, and I want you to picture those. I don't know what to call them. They looked like fucking like critter eggs, but they were like the peanuts, right? But what they looked like was they had all these like tumors on the outside. They're sweet, right? But they're bumpy as shit. Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
Hard pass.
I am
No,
not sure.
I have
No,
no
I
idea.
never.
If I
never
show you a
looked.
picture, you'd be like, "Dad bought those. These are gross."
Did they have a candy shell on it?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
think I know what you're talking about.
And they're kind of like purpley, almost
Reddish,
purpley,
purple.
reddish, purpley. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And that's where you go over there, and they've got barrels of these things with the plastic spades, right? And you just go ahead and you'll see fucking like fat North Dakotans over there just like shoveling just like, oh well, I'm down a pound of gummy worms, so let's do this. Yeah, and there's just like half the back section is all that barreled shit.
I guess I never got that far. Something I never
Well, the
went there.
meat's over there. I mean, you know what I mean? So if you're the dude, and there were dudes that would sit there and eat like M&Ms all night.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Some of those guys out there got pretty fat.
Yeah, one guy told me to grab him 2 boxes of graham crackers and 2 tubs of frosting. And that's what he did all night.
Did all night.
I was just like, whoa, okay, I guess that's the adult version of the little Teddy Grahams package that you take to school.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, here's what these guys are fucking up.
It's
You
not,
gotta think about mass here. You know?
it was like, oh. I was like, all right, maybe this lasts you a week. It was like 2. He went through each one a night. Like,
Oh,
like, oh, wow.
my God. That makes my teeth hurt. Just
I was
thinking
like,
about
that
it.
sounds great, but damn, I don't want to eat that much of that.
Just stop at one. You're like, that sure was great. No thanks, I'm good.
Oh, I'd eat like 5
What, the graham crackers?
graham cracker, dipping it
Oh,
in
fuck yeah.
frosting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd eat it.
Come on, man. It's like basically an Oreo.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, a
You can
lot
eat
of
five
Oreos.
or
there's-
6.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on.
Are we talking? So, like, are we talking like dipping in like Duncan Hines or what?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He'd have graham crackers and a tub of vanilla frosting, and just would.
All right, I'll tell you that I once ate a can of pudding like that. Well, not pudding. I ate it like pudding.
A frosting?
Yes.
In one go?
Whew. That messed me up really
Yeah,
bad.
I'll bet, yeah.
Dude, I'm sugary and no, dude, no.
Well, again, this is why you don't bring this stuff in the house, right? This was never going to make it to any cake. Forget about it. And I did. Okay, so I figured out what was wrong with my Shoney's fluff. Yeah.
What'd you do?
So what you can't do, right? Because it starts with Jello, right?
Okay.
What you cannot do is just put the powder with Cool Whip,
With no water?
a little bit of water.
Okay.
Here's the thing: is in order to get it to actually mix, right? You have to keep adding water to it, right? And that's the thing is when you do that, it still becomes liquidy, and it tastes gritty. So the way to do it right is you actually have to sort of turn it into like Jello. You put the powder in, you put hot water in like you're going to make Jello. You just stop before it becomes Jello. Then you put in like 2 cans of whipped cream. And then you put it in the fridge. You then destroy it until you get to the consistency that you like.
Gotcha.
And that's if you want to eat that shit that they used to make at Shoney's, right? Very memorable. Why? Because all it is strawberry Jello and fucking whipped cream. You just have to get it to a consistency. Tastes exactly like the same stuff. right?
God.
And there's no like golden raisins or any other such bullshit that people like to put in there. It's like no mini marshmallows, no fucking banana slices, or it's like, well, would it be cool if I put kiwi in this? No, that doesn't belong in here.
Well, I did see, since you guys like Oreos, that the guy would take an Oreo, put it in a glass, pour half and half in until it like completely covers it, throw it in the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds, and it absorbs all of it and becomes a super Oreo.
Half and half, you say?
Well,
Huh.
Was it soft?
I didn't watch me. I just saw him take it out. Like it wasn't for me. But
Yeah, I'd probably.
yeah, I'm sure it's soft. And he had a crazy microwave. Like it was, like imagine your drawers right there, the bottom two.
Yeah.
You hit a button and it opens up like a drawer,
My
and you put
mother-in-law's
your.
got one.
Really?
Ooh.
They're fucking badass, but they are expensive as fuck.
I've never seen that
And
before.
under the counter, and under the
Yeah.
counter, yeah,
Really?
I totally want one, man.
Dude,
They're awesome.
it looked cool. Like I was like, whoa, that is.
My mother-in-law's got one at her house up here, and the other house. She got it down there first. It's like $4,000.
What?
Holy shit.
Dead serious. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
good.
It's like $4,000.
Nope, no.
That's badass though, but
It is badass. Because she's like me. I mean, my house, I just don't have the counter space. But if I did, I would have cabinets in like things to put everything away. So there is literally nothing on any of them.
I can support that. You know, the thing that I don't like seeing people do,
Yeah.
this is the trend that I've been seeing. Have you been seeing the ones where people are like drilling holes or stuff in their countertops? Like, so what they'll do is they'll take like the holes for like your knife rack, right? And they'll.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
You've seen this shit?
Yeah.
Like that is wrong.
It's stupid,
That is.
Because then you can't ever move it.
It's well, okay. So it's number one, you can't even move it, right? But the other thing is, it creates like germ depositories.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah. If you don't clean your kitchen consistently, you don't realize exactly how gnarly it gets if you do enough
Oh,
cooking.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I didn't.
I'm microbiology. I know.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Well, there's sort of a like this is how we stop from getting sick.
It's just like the more like over the years, the more dishes that I've had that require like frying stuff or using the stovetop, the more grease there is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
I don't
There is.
realize. I did not realize was there before.
Well, it's
So-
bad, but so be it. It's
And that's not the only troublesome. It's not the only troublesome appliance. If you move your toaster an inch,
Oh yeah,
there's
it's gonna shed.
there's like it's like a volcano. It's like there's a layer
It's a
of
crumb volcano.
of like crumb ash that is all over the place.
I don't have a toaster.
Good man.
Oh, I have a
Good on you.
I just use the air fryer if I
Hey,
really
I,
need something
I need
toasted.
my English muffins, man. So I have one English muffin just about every day for breakfast.
Or I'll just fry it
do
on the
that, yeah.
pan.
Oh.
And put
Yeah.
butter on it and then just fry it.
It is one of the few appliances that I have owned since I think we got that at our wedding. It's one of the only ones.
That's pretty good.
All the others died.
Well, there are things that I thought that I would use a lot more, like the quesadilla press.
Yeah.
I thought I would use that all the time.
See, my mom keeps trying to give me her panini press, and I'm like, no, I don't need it.
I like the panini press.
Right. I don't make that many sandwiches. So
Well, I made a shit ton of sandwiches for 2 weeks,
And then it's done.
yeah.
and they were great. It's like you just put bread, this little stuff in there. It puts it in half.
Yeah.
These are great.
Yeah.
After the second week,
Yeah, it's all
It's like, I'm good. Yeah. I've made every version of these that I want. It's like there was turkey and cheese,
Smoke Gouda.
smoked Gouda, then like chocolate, and then
Banana nut marshmallow.
guys, I started making my own Pop Tarts.
Yeah. So, you book and bacon with tortillas. You didn't know, yeah.
Where it's like your Pop Tarts have white bread on the outside. This is not a Pop Tart.
Pop Tart, man.
Interesting.
No,
Yeah.
don't fuck with it. Don't.
I don't.
Don't.
I'm not a kitchen person.
I've actually
You
got,
cook?
I cook, but
Yeah.
I use the same things. I don't have like different
I've gotten the
elements
same
to be
place
able to do.
now too, with the exception of a couple things, man. I got a couple things that, like, I've got a huge Instapot just like Jeff's over there.
Yeah.
I use it maybe once every other week. You
That's
know?
not bad.
Yeah, but I mean, it takes up a huge amount of real estate for how little I use it. So, like, I use my stand mixer more than because I make my own bread. You know?
Well, so I will put this to you as somebody who also makes rice on a regular basis.
Okay, so I don't do that. So there you go.
Put that in there, press the rice button, it's done in 12 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
And then at the same time, if you want to like grab a chunk of meat and turn it into something that you can eat with rice,
Yeah.
it's a great value, right? But if you're not doing that, like, because then the other thing is like, well, how often do I make spare ribs? How
Oh, exactly.
the ones
How
that
much-
you
how
soak,
much do I
right?
make
You
a
know
fucking
the
pot roast?
yeah. I used to make pot roast like all the time because that was rig food.
Yeah, I made it too until I got a Dutch oven, and I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, shoot! That is something that Brock and I researched. I was like, how did I phrase it? I was like, how when you put a nationality in front of something, you're saying it's not good. Like, can you tell me what that is? And it has a specific name.
What?
When basically like you're saying like when you go back to the work sites. So it's not really a space shuttle. The Mexican space shuttle is not a space shuttle. It's the Porta-John, right?
Right.
And there was a name for that. I was like, whoa, there's a professional term for this.
What, in English?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I have it. I'll find it for you.
For a Dutch oven?
Well, that's the thing.
Well, it's an adjective, that describes something, but kind of fundamentally changes the meaning of the root. So,
Right.
So
a Canadian tuxedo, for example, is not really a tuxedo
it's
at
not
all.
really a tuxedo. So,
Are you
you know what a
familiar with this
Canadian
term?
tuxedo is?
No.
It's denim jeans, denim vest.
Denim jacket. It's denim jacket and jeans for sure. The vest is
That's the tuxedo, man. If you
No,
got the full
tuxedo-
blown, yeah.
you can go tuxedo. You don't
It's
have
a
to do the
three-piece
vest.
tuxedo.
You don't have to go 3 piece to go Canadian
No, you
tuxedo.
don't.
And I was like, well, tell me more of these. Like, tell me a whole bunch of these from around like the world,
Right.
right? He's like, well, some of these are kind of offensive. I was like, please.
Okay with that.
Yeah, I know.
The more the
Obviously, yeah.
Rock, I thought you knew me pretty well.
No,
you
you turned it
offensive.
off, man. See, that's the thing. You unplug, and it's like, nope, memory wipe. Yeah. No, I was messing around with Grok quite a bit the other day myself. Been doing. It's been teaching me how to write a computer game.
Oh,
And
okay.
I just made like a little Flappy Bird.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really. He's just asking. He's like, hey, help me write a little Flappy Bird game. It's like, sure. Here you go.
we had an incident with one of our clients that there was a program that got quarantined and stuff like that. And the guy asked me, he's like, hey, should I just go in there and remove it? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. If it's something that they really need, they can download it again. And he's like, all right. And then so I started looking into it too. And I looked back. And I found that there was like a Python script created from Notepad.
Oops.
And then I'm like, okay, that could be suspicious. And then I keep looking. I'm like, oh, I think this guy made this one. Oh, and this one. And this. Oh. I think we just deleted this guy's life work.
Oh.
Like, there is no download for this. Oh. Well,
Oh my!
I guess you should have asked the boss if this was approved. Oops. So we'll see. And he's like, hey, I think I found some backup copies in a different folder that wasn't listed in the detection page. I'm like, okay, well, then maybe he's got some of his stuff. I'm like, oops.
All right. So the term you're looking for is ethnofoulisms.
Ethnofoulisms.
Ethnofoulisms, and it came up with a few
P-H-A-L?
AUL. Yeah.
P-H-A-U-L.
Isms. Yep.
Okay. I think I've actually heard that before.
Perhaps.
not.
Yeah. And so it came up with some ones. The thing that it got me was it attributed some things to some groups I didn't expect. Right.
Okay.
So, what is an Irish exit?
I have no idea.
When
Okay.
the house is burning.
Oh no, this is basically like, essentially it's leaving without telling someone, right? But they attributed it to the French. I was surprised because and a lot of times
So it's a French accent?
that's what they say. Yeah, so it's a
I
French.
have never heard Irish accent. I've never heard that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's the version
I've never
I'd
heard
heard.
of either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the version I'd heard. Let me see. There were quite a few good ones because I wanted to hear ones from other cultures. Um, it turns out there's a lot of like Polish ones, um, and all the like French illness means that you have an STD. Um,
I didn't know that.
a Dutch feast is a party where the host gets drunk before the guests get there.
I'd buy that.
Uh, uh, Spanish practices aren't regular practices. They're not very good and they're not very safe. So if your guys building your deck did it with Spanish practices,
Oh, I think I was thinking like before a soccer game.
I don't think
Oh,
I'm going to know any of
Yeah,
these.
I'm not familiar with any of these.
yeah, a lot of these, and again, there's a ton that are Dutch. Um, a Dutch auction is an auction.
I know what that is.
What is that?
That is an auction that's double blind, if I'm not mistaken. So where you do the um
Where nobody knows what they're bidding.
yes, yeah.
It's like a
There's a special rule to it.
That's a Chinese auction.
Okay. What's the Ducks auction?
Much lamer. It's an auction where the price starts high and keeps dropping until somebody makes like a pity bid.
why not just bid $1?
Yeah, so that's like I've done one of those at like a fundraiser where they'll have like some piece of memorabilia or something that'll say $2,000. And if
Right.
you write your name on it, it's yours. Okay. But then if you wait a little bit, you can write like, well, I'll give you like, $300.
Oh, so
for
it's
it.
part silent auction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
yeah.
yeah, but you do write your name on it. So that's different.
Yeah. No, so okay, they had a lot of Mexican ones. So again, I've heard this like 10 different ways. So what do you suggest a Mexican shower is?
I have no idea.
Okay, because I've heard this attributed to so many groups where it's using deodorant, cologne, or perfume instead of actually taking a shower.
I've heard that as an Italian shower.
I've also heard that as a black man shower. I've heard this as
Yeah.
so many groups, but everything let's mix it. Now this one, I'm curious if you heard at the airport. So Mexican chrome.
Nope.
That is when you use duct tape for repairs instead of actually.
No, I don't think I've heard that.
Because I remember who was it that told us about the guys at the airport who didn't use the high speed tape on the plane. That was when when Mike was working for Max.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Chinese overtime. That's overtime you do for free.
Yeah, I'm not going to know any of these.
I haven't heard any of these.
Okay. So that's the thing. I was like, I wanted to hear a whole bunch of these from. This is the one I got caught on.
Are you sure it's not making them up?
Well, this is the one I was. Okay.
It might be making some of those
And
up.
I really like to pick on the Dutch because, all right. So, what do you think, quote unquote, Dutch lightning is?
Oh, probably Jewish lightning.
Exactly. I was like,
Yeah.
I've never heard it referred to Dutch. I'm like, are you sure you don't mean Jewish? Because that's.
I don't think there's actually consensus on some of these. So I'd be kind of curious if it's making some of those up out of whole cloth.
That's what it said.
Yeah. No, I know, but I've learned not to trust that fucking.
I mean, I will say this. It did lead to some very interesting research because there were things like, what's your methodology on this? Where are you pulling this information from? And it said, it was like, well, I try to pull from sites that are as least biased as possible. And it gave me a couple, including The Atlantic. I said, The Atlantic? It's like, what is this? It says, well, it's, according to these guys that rate it, it's like, it's center left. I said,
No, it's not.
I didn't think so either. But that was the thing, is it cited the groups that are supposed to do this, measure it for bias, and said,
like, I'm curious, man, because I've asked it to give me sources on certain things, and then actually try to track down those sources, and they don't fucking exist. So like, and I'm especially like, okay, so I'm using it for something different. I'm actually using it to do research, and so I need to go pull that article,
Yeah.
but I can't
Yeah.
fucking find it. What I have seen it do is stitch together two authors' names who have published something in the past. All right, that and then just kind of makes up a title out of whole
Just
cloth.
sort of
That's like
portmanteau that one. Yeah.
Nikki
Yeah.
says that's been happening a lot.
oh, it's terrible.
Oh.
Just
I
it
can't
comes up,
imagine.
it cites cases
that don't
that
exist.
don't exist,
Yeah, I know.
and they're going up there and presenting it, and they're just like that.
Yeah, and the people have already gotten in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's what I'm finding with some of the like more technical research that I'm doing. I mean, certain of it it's great at, like anything math. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, here, go find
Yeah.
this, and it's like, thank you. But then it's like, all right, where'd you find that? And then cite your sources. Um, I don't know, maybe like 8 out of 10 of them are fine, but then like one or two of them is like, this doesn't fucking exist. What is this?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, and it's like, okay, because I mean, I have keys to all the paywalls in academic lit, and so it's kind of like, where the fuck is this? Let me go find this guy here. The guy exists, and the co-author exists, but that article doesn't exist. And it's like, Grok,
We used
buddy,
to be friends.
yeah.
We used to trust each other.
And if it's citing the Atlantic, I'd be really suspicious.
Well, and again, it said center. So here was the. So I did a little experimentation with it. I said, so you're calling it center left. I'm like, what basis do you have on this? And that's where it cited these sources where from surveys of people, they've asked if the source was this.
Yeah.
And it's saying that it's doing this for the sake of being unbiased. I said, okay, well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the Atlantic, okay? And I want you to read all of 2025's articles that have to do with Donald Trump. I said, tell me the ratio of negative articles to positive.
Does it actually do that? Does it actually go pull all of those articles?
Well, okay, so it pulled the ones that it could.
Right.
And I know places where, like, if you ask ChatGPT to go to, like, USA Today, say, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's paywalled. Yeah.
Well, not all of them are, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, you can get in there, you can look at some of the stuff on that. So I said, okay, go take a look at this. And said, like, all right. So I looked at 30, right? Said, what was the ratio? It was like, I found one that was positive.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, dude, the Atlantic is terrible. So,
But it's center left.
well, I mean, you can call it center left if it's not socialist. So, I mean, if you're going to center is like, okay, I'm Mr. Neutral, tell my wife I said hello.
Right,
Okay?
right,
And then,
right.
left of that would be like, the Atlantic with, and I know some of the guys who write for it, and they fucking hate Donald Trump.
Hate him.
But they're not leftists. They're not like Mondami style socialists.
Well, the second test. Okay, then the second test was like, well, maybe they hate Trump.
Yeah.
Okay? So do the same as Republicans versus Democrats. It was worse.
Oh, I guarantee it.
And then I said,
Yeah.
okay, so if that's the view on this, okay, that was the third part. I said, tell me what it says about Mondami.
He probably likes him.
18-1.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
18-1
Yeah.
positive. And I said, that's what I was like, so you would still call this a center left publication? Now, to Croc's credit, he said, like, no.
With that connotation.
Stupid, man. You could just run him around in circles like a fucking dog. I mean,
Well, yeah.
you can. I mean, and you can force him into like agreeing with you on just about anything.
After
You
that,
know?
yeah, I was like, so what's the problem with this? He's like, well, the problem with this is that these people say it's unbiased, but the data doesn't prove it, right?
Yeah,
And the same, okay.
but like 4 queries before, it was emphatic about it.
He's like, this is the right
See,
methodology.
and this is why I don't
Right.
trust this. That you gotta be real careful with that dude, man.
Well, and
So,
there was one other.
It.
It's right. You get no. It's a male name, at least to me. But there was one other like point of contention on this where I kept trying to get it to have a super fight for me, right?
what's a super fight?
The super. We used to do this like on Fridays. It was like it's like, you think the the 80s 49ers could beat the like
Oh, okay.
90s Cowboys,
Yeah.
right? And then you go into versions of that with people, Mike Tyson in his prime versus the stuff in this,
Yeah.
right? So I watched a video about some Marvel versus Capcom do so. I was like, okay, you know what? A lot of this doesn't seem like a fair match. Like, I want you to look at the feat of this character and find me his best matchup with a Marvel character.
The feat?
Yeah, find this character's most powerful feat that they've done in canon.
What do you mean? Oh, like
Something like that.
accomplishment. I
Right.
was thinking like
Actual feet.
feet. Like
Right. Oh,
like
feet. Yeah.
putting my sandals on.
Right. Fucking yeah. Quentin Tarantino feet. All right. So, and I was like, and compare those two things against each other to find me a match that's basically 50-50.
Okay.
And so it's doing this stuff, and it won't let certain things go. And it gets in there. I'm like, how can this be so hard for you? Right? He's like, well, this guy, right? He took a hit like this, but his skin stood up to an anti-tank round. Said, well, is there a human that can punch as hard as an anti-tank round?
Yeah.
He's like, well, that would be like 18 like kilojoules of energy. It's like,
sure, why not?
for an anti-tank round. I'm like, well, how much could Hugo do? It's like, if we look at this, and this, 0.03. I said, so how does that turn to be 50-50 to you?
Yeah.
That's, and again, it like, after like an hour of like working on this, right? It still couldn't get that.
It's not capable of rendering judgment. So it just
But in a
isn't.
comparative, like, it would make sense.
It'll try. Well, and I mean, think about it. Like, most of the people who are using it, they get like one or two superficial answers out of it, and they're satisfied.
That's a good
Okay,
point.
you know, and
Yeah.
so it's just not trained on that. I just like I've been watching a lot on the AI,
Yeah.
and I'm convinced the AGI is probably 20 fucking years away. So
Right.
if not more,
Right.
Because
Right.
like just the ability for any of the models out there, and see the thing is they're all starting to specialize now. Okay, you got ones that are
Yeah.
like really good at coding. You got other ones that are really good with the large language models. You got other ones that are like basically there to do math, you know, or the same thing, generate music, stuff like that. And so they're specializing. So I don't know exactly how much more improvement you're going to see in terms of like, because they are getting to that point where the computing power it's growing exponentially
Yes.
with how much it actually takes to do that. You know, in order to be able to pull from it up. But then a lot of it, like the language models in particular, you can see their limitations because you know what they're pulling from.
Yes.
And so it's not stitching together its own opinion. It is stitching together enough opinions to be palatable to you. That's what it's doing. Yeah. You know? And so if you keep asking it questions like that and demonstrating that you're not satisfied with its answer, it'll keep iterating until it finds something that you're like, okay.
Well,
So
at least Gemini will draw certain lines in the sand.
it will.
I was using that because I was having to do something else here, right? I was busy on this because I was writing a post, because there was an article that was basically about it was from the USA Today. They were complaining about like Donald Trump says the Smithsonian is too woke, blah blah.
He's
blah.
right.
So I read the article, and I was like, well, how are they framing this? And so all they did was they basically went to different people and they asked people at the Smithsonian, do you think this is too woke? And
Oh, what did they say?
no.
What, it wasn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody said yes.
Oh, really?
Nobody said yes. As a matter of fact, one of the guys they said, like, it's like, well, you know, it was specifically, it's like Donald Trump keeps complaining about, you know, there being so much, slavery here in the Smithsonian, but it's the foundation of this country. I was like, well, stop there, buddy. I was like, I have a problem with this. So that's where I went to Gemini, because I was writing a post for X. I'm like, I can't use these two things at the same time. Said, was slavery really the foundation of building the Smithsonian? Like, is it the foundation of the
building itself? No.
Right? He's like, well, there was some slave labor used for it. It's like, so by that definition, it's like we're talking about a form of labor, right? It was like, well, yeah. I was like, so is Chuck E. Cheese the foundation? Is the foundation of Chuck E. Cheese the contractors that built it? And it's like, well, I see your argument, but it's flawed. It's like, who are you to make that determination? Like, and so this is where we got an impasse. Said, Was slavery socially acceptable at the time this was built? Yes or no? And Gemini straight up said, I can't answer that yes or no.
Oh, really?
He said, I cannot answer that without the nuance of this because that is, I'm like, actually, yeah, you can. Was it? He's like, I can't do it. I cannot do
She's
that.
just not going to let you push it into a
And
corner
that's
like that.
that's the thing. So when you're talking about the distinctions here that you say, like, what will stop these things from ever being like completely conversational? Number one, limiters like that are a huge deal. Anything that says like, I cannot have this, I can't entertain this train of thought. Like when people used to try
Yeah,
and,
but that's programmed in there.
well, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's intentional. I'm talking like Grok, where it's unintentional. It's just actually hitting its natural limits.
well, that's what I'm saying here
Right.
is either get it to the point where you say like, stop trying to do this stuff because there people will say like, I can't lift that. It's like
Sure.
I can't push her. She's too fat. Right? That's
Yeah, it'll hurt my back.
I'll hurt my back. It has limitations, right? That's right?
Yeah.
But this meandering of shit where it's like, does this sound right to you? I'm like, I don't know, man. I asked you.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's actually going to come to any kind of congruence on any of those because it's going to be like you're going to have your AOL users, you're going to have your MSN users, and you're going to have your people who will never touch Hotmail no matter what.
Yeah.
They're all going to be different companies. None of the companies are big enough to actually drive what the other 3 or 4 of them do. They're all getting specialized now, and so yeah, I mean, if you sign up now with Grok, and I got the Grok Heavy now, even though it's like $30 a month, you
Do
know,
you use it?
I have been.
There you
So
go.
yeah.
Oh.
But I use it for different things. You know, I'm not trying to get in philosophical debates with it. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to make it better, man. I am just trying to actually get fucking work done with it. All right, I could give 2 fucks if it gets better. And like, I mean, like I said the other day, you've got your Sims, and you like to torture your Sims. Who cares about like, will you actually go to work if I tell you to do that today? You know? Netflix like, well, if you don't get in the chair and get out on the other side, you're gonna die.
That's where the food is.
That's where the food is. Yeah. So no, I treat it a little bit different, but I can see that already, man. That just like because the guys who built ChatGPT have a very different, like outlook on certain things than the guys who built Grok.
Right.
And the same thing, Gemini kind of exists out there as this thing that Google's not quite sure what the fuck it's going to do with yet.
No.
Okay, but it's rapidly becoming that more vanilla version of anything.
It is when I
Same thing with
Yeah.
Pilot. Pilot is just basically going to be a plugin for everything Microsoft related.
That thing they need to take down the code and then throw it all away and start over.
They need to delete that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It is up in my face every single time I open up anything.
You're correct. Yes.
And it's just, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
just go away.
Burn it down and say like we're starting over. It's like, what's your new AI model? It's like Microsoft Clippy.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, no, exactly. So I mean, I think everybody will kind of, you're going to find one that you like to work with, and okay,
Right.
yeah. So I mean, it's just like think about it. This is exactly what happened in the '90s with the .com bust. Okay, running up to that, everybody had their favorite service, and everybody, oh, it'll last like this forever, blah blah blah. Yeah. I mean, fucking Facebook last week basically axed their entire AI, division, and a whole bunch of their hiring on it.
Well, actually, I need to mention that to you guys, by the way. Meta will be reaching out to you people because
you going to go work for them?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
I listed you 2 clowns as references, so I told them that email's better. So I'm not.
Well, wait a minute. I thought they were just cutting their off, or you might be doing something else then.
They called me today.
Is it about AI?
Yeah.
What are these stories that I've been hearing though that they're cutting it? Are they cutting all the people in California and reaching out? I got it. Never mind. It took me a sec, bro.
Cool. Congrats, man.
So, yeah. And this was one of the cool ones where it's like, it wasn't even, we saw that you applied. It was like, hey, we looked at your resume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Do you even have a Facebook account? I think I do. I just haven't seen it in 20 years.
So that I can use
Oh,
VR.
the Oculus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a Facebook account because Double Down Casino can only keep track of your credits from device to device with Facebook.
Oh, no shit.
I don't know why that's their only thing, but I changed phones, and that was the only way for me to get that. My basically my credits and my level, because I don't pay out anything on this, but it was like that was the only way to get it to transfer over.
Huh.
It does have a picture of me.
Yeah.
It's that same dumbass picture from the gym where I'm kind of looking up like this, and I'm wearing that black sweatshirt.
Oh, that's on your LinkedIn page too, isn't
That's
it?
correct.
Yeah, so, yeah, it is. Yeah, I got a Facebook account. I opened mine when it was still like, I think I got mine in college when I was in grad school.
I could see that.
So this is
Yeah.
like 05, 06 when it was just like leaving the Harvard era.
Right. Right.
And then I haven't touched it since probably 2010.
Well,
So
isn't
I
that-
tried to delete it once, but it was like, no, we got to verify that you're a real person with these two other people. Well, one of them had fucking died, and the other one was my landlord at the time, and I was like, don't bother him. And so it's floating out there in the ether somewhere. My wife says it's still up, okay, because she uses Facebook all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it.
Well, did you guys have a? Was it each person, or did you guys have a joint one?
No, there's a picture of her and me on mine.
Oh,
That's mine.
okay.
Yeah.
Because isn't that how like that Greg tracked you down?
Oh, I don't know. I've been trying to get a hold of that dude, but yeah, no.
The one that used to live like 7 houses up. From
That
you?
was a while ago. But yeah,
I thought that's how he found you.
ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages and ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know where I actually know where he is now. So, but
Doing anything cool?
yeah,
Oh, all right.
yeah, yeah.
You can tell me later.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
I'm Jeffrey.